Hey Kaizo crew, and welcome back to Packs on Packs on Packs. In episode 23 of our Highlighting Heat series, we take a quick look at cards from eras past or present. Today's the local card shop highlight part 2, and we're going to be taking a look at some very cool One Piece and Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy collab cards that we found at the local card shop. Let's go and get started with One Piece. Here we have the Laboon SR from EB01, which currently goes for about $1.50. My wife's a huge Laboon fan, and we recently picked up the alt art from the local card show, and I've been wanting to add his SR counterpart to my collection for a while. Then we have the Gear 5 Monkey D. Luffy SEC from OP05. I love anything Gear 5 related, and this was one of the SECs that I didn't have yet in the collection, and for between $4 and $5 was a super easy pickup. For those of you who haven't watched it yet, the most recent episode of One Piece was super good. It's all about Luffy and Bonnie gang out here killing it, so definitely look forward to that. Last up for the One Piece cards is from the OP13 set. This alt art is one of my favorites and is one of the characters that I've recently come around on. Here we have the alt art Uta, which is currently going for about $10 raw. This and the Stussy alt arts are ones I've been hoping to pull from the OP13 set with no luck, so this was a great pickup for me. Now, I'll say from the start, I'm not a Magic the Gathering collector, but my wife and I are both huge fans of the Final Fantasy IP, and we've decided to open some packs from this collab to start a mini collection. The 4 cards that we picked up are all extremely nostalgic, and as borderless foils for between $1 and $3 were must-haves for our collection. To start with, we have the Stiltskin Moogle Merchant card from Final Fantasy IX. It's one of my wife's all-time favorite characters along with Vivi, and at $1.29 was the easiest yes of all time. Then we have the Returning Memories foil, which is a callback to Squall's Past, and as Final Fantasy IX was my wife's favorite for $1.33, another super easy pickup. We then have the Triple Triad card, which goes for $1.84. It's also from Final Fantasy IX. And if you've never played it, it's an excellent mini game. It's also found in Final Fantasy XIV, which in my opinion is the most complete MMO of all time. I've played countless hours worth of Triple Triad between the 2 games. Just a blast, nothing but fun to be had. And then speaking of A Realm Reborn, we have the borderless foil art card from A Realm Reborn, which currently goes for about $1.25. This is extremely nostalgic for any Final Fantasy XIV players. The game originally had to be remade as its initial launch was not super well received, but they had this incredible server shutdown event culminating in a giant war and Bahamut decimating the continent, and then with the sacrifice of the continent's greatest sage, the world, and subsequently the game was reborn. I'd highly recommend checking out some videos on it. There's some great lore videos on YouTube. It covers the event, but one of my favorite memories from Final Fantasy XIV. Now, that's it for today. Let me know in the comments what you think of the pickups. Were any of these ones you would have snagged or left these all behind?